finishing this season strong without KYRIE Irving in the lineup. But we all know once playoff starts, you're going to need that dog. You're going to need your leader, KYRIE Irving, to come out there and lead you really far. So questions I have for you guys, Mike and Chris. Do you have any concerns of KYRIE coming back in and disrupting, the lineup or his knees, or any concerns whatsoever with KYRIE Irving coming back in the playoffs?
I feel like first and foremost, you want KYRIE back as close to 100% healthy as possible. You don't want to bring him back in a situation where maybe the knee's not fully there. He doesn't feel right. He's feeling uncomfortable. You want him coming back and feeling the best as possible. With that being said, I think over the course of the season, we've seen from KYRIE, he's not a guy who, unless the time really calls upon it, which is a lot of the times because he's KYRIE Irving, they don't need him to take over games from start to finish. They have so much pieces on the team that can really contribute. And sometimes in a lot of games throughout the season when KYRIE has played, he doesn't really come on until maybe the fourth quarter when he has to take over. So I feel like if he does come back, when he does come back, it's not going to be a big issue to really mess up what's happening right now. They have a good vibe. The games have been rolling. They've been winning as of late. But I don't think KYRIE will mess things up in the playoffs when he comes back.
Yeah, I would have to agree with your first point there in saying that you need to make sure he's 100% healthy. You don't want to bring him back when he's, still iffy on his knee, and that's beyond concern. You need him 100% healthy. You don't want to jeopardize his future. On the other hand, it's KYRIE Irving. You're bringing back an all-star, one of the best point guards in the NBA, back into the lineup. That's been performing pretty well. So obviously there's a concern there. Is he going to mess up, the good flow that they've had so far in this stretch, in this home stretch? So, yeah, that's a concern, but I always just go back to the fact that, it's KYRIE Irving. You're bringing back KYRIE Irving. So how much can that really hurt?
So you guys don't think that the Celtics are bringing KYRIE back too soon? Because we saw what happened, when he got a week off, he came back, he injured his knee again. Could this become a reoccurring problem for the Celtics and something that happens for years on with KYRIE Irving?
I think, Brad Stevens, the whole coaching staff, the Celtics organization, they kind of understood what was going to be the situation with KYRIE Irving's knee moving forward. I mean, obviously, they get all the medical records. They understand the situation that KYRIE's dealing with his knee. I feel like they know best how to handle him moving forward. Guy's only 26 years old, just recently celebrated a birthday. I think they know how to handle, and especially Brad Stevens as the coach, he'll know how to integrate guys back whenever the time comes for them to return. I don't feel that it will be a huge issue for this team. They're not in shambles. This is not a questionable organization or coaching staff like other teams in the NBA. I feel like they'll do right by KYRIE Irving.
Was that a shot? Was that a shot at another team?
Hey, if you felt a certain type of way and you're another NBA team, hey, take it how you want it. That's all I got to say about that.
Now, Chris, when KYRIE does come back, whether it is in the first round or the second round, would you want to see minute restrictions? Or are you throwing KYRIE right in the fire, 30 minutes, let's go, it's been long enough?
It's tough, but I think it goes back to what we were saying before, where you make sure he's 100% healthy. And if he's 100% healthy, you don't need any minute restrictions. What's the point of bringing him back in the playoffs if you're only going to play him, 20 minutes or less in the game? I think you bring him back full force. And again, it all comes back to knowing that he's 100%, not jeopardizing his future down the road. And I trust the Celtics, Mike, like you were saying. I don't think they're going to make the call where he might be not fully ready to go and they rush him back and it jeopardizes, down the road and potentially next season. That would be everyone's nightmare. So, yeah, I think you bring him back full force.
And luckily in the playoffs, there's no back-to-back sets.
Exactly.
You get that rest in between games. So if he is feeling a certain type of way, he'll get that day where he could just stay off the knee, get him extra massage, whatever the case may be. Yeah. He'll have that time he needs to feel better and ready to go for the next game in the series.
So when KYRIE does come back, you're going to have a Shane Larkin, Terry Rozier, who are, war ready in a way. They've been trained for this. So KYRIE comes back first, second round, the Celtics should be ready to go.